What's up, YouTube? If you have COPD or anyone you know has COPD, stick around, share this with them, let them know. I just wanted to share our little experience with it so far. I'm not promoting any brands or specifics like that. I just wanted to share the amazing results that we've had so far. My mom suffers from COPD. She has it really bad. She can't walk up and down the stairs without stopping for a break. Can't take a shower without resting afterwards, catching her breath. Can't talk for long without stopping to catch her breath. She's got COPD really bad. And so living with that, it's really tough as her son. I got to see her, struggling just to breathe, something that we all take for granted, really. And then for the longest time, I was smoking cigarettes too. And so that was like, I felt like I was slapping my mom in the face just because I see her struggling. She quit smoking, and then I'm sitting here smoking in front of her face. Not obviously right in front of her face, but she knows that I smoke. You know what I mean? So that was tough. Well, about 2 months ago, I quit smoking. And around that time, she started telling me that she started seeing CBD gummy bears for COPD, supposedly backed by like Dr. Phil, like some other doctor. And I would look it up, and they would pull up all these scams. And like it even said like a specific company name, and I brought that up to her. I think it was like Zenleaf or something like that, and they had a lawsuit. And she was like, "Yeah, that was the company I saw," and I was like, "Yeah, that's definitely the scam one." But unfortunately, like it took me so long, so many times of her having to tell me and bring it up before I finally took advantage and was like, you know what, I'll do it, because I was always the pothead of the family growing up. So if my mom came up to me and being like, I want to try something that's made from weed, I should have been the first one. Like, heck yeah, like I support you. I'm down to give it a try. But and I did. I supported her. I didn't have nothing against it, but I didn't go out of my way to get it. I had gone to the dispensary probably 2 or 3 times since then, didn't get anything for, you know what I mean? Like, so I didn't do my part. I definitely didn't do my part. Well, she brought it up a couple times, enough to wear the point to the fact where I was like, okay, she really is down to try this. You know what I mean? She's willing to give it a shot. And I understand. She was like, I mean, if it's going to help my breathing, I'm willing to give anything a shot pretty much. You know what I mean? I was like, I feel it. I feel it. And so I made a decision that night. I was like, oh, I'm going to go get her some CBD tomorrow. So the next day, I was going to tell her that I was just going to the store because I knew she'd tell me she don't need it that bad or anything like that. But I was so excited for it because just she's excited to try it. So I'm excited to get my mom some weed and stuff like that. My mom's a Christian lady, old woman, doesn't smoke, doesn't cuss, doesn't do like hardly drinks or anything like that. So she wants to try weed. It's kind of a funny thing. So I was like, I'm gonna go get you your CBD stuff. And she's like, no, no, don't do that. I don't need it that bad or anything like that. It's like the stuff that I was looking at, you're supposed to be able to get at CVS. And I'm like, well, I don't trust that quality. Like, this is a dispensary I go to. The dispensaries have to go through more hoops and stuff like that to get their stuff. And I pay for VIP, so they sell their stuff other places. I get it 40% off here. Let me do it. It's going to be a cheaper deal. It's going to be a cleaner product, stuff like that. She was mostly interested in gummies. I was mostly interested in getting her an oil. And so I got her oil, gummies, and then they ended up having these tabs things that were on like the last chance menu. That was the last one they had, so they were selling it, and that was like almost half off too. So I ended up getting those as well. So I just got her three things to try, and this was like 2 or 3 nights ago. I think 3 nights ago, and I got her um uh the oil. And so the first night I try it right there in front of her, see how it tastes, if it's nasty or anything like that. It smells a little bit like weed. It doesn't really taste like anything to me though. So I'm like, okay, it's not bad. I told her like you might want to drink some coffee or some water or something strong flavored afterwards to kind of wash it down, but shouldn't have no issues. She takes it that night and shortly before bed. So didn't get to see her, but see her in the morning or in the afternoon next day. And she's like, I can't believe like how much better I'm breathing. I seen her stop in the kitchen to take her medicine after the shower, and then she went upstairs. We'll find out later on that day. She ended up walking down the street to her friend's house to help give her medicine. She took my niece with her. That way, in case she had any issues or anything like that, she at least had help with her. But she ended up walking there and back, way more walking than she normally does. Then the next day, which was Sunday, yesterday, we ended up going to church, walking around the new church and stuff like that, back and forth, tons of more walking than she normally does, and she was doing way better. And so we were talking about that, and then that was all from the first dose. And so yesterday afternoon, she's like, "Do you think I should take it again?" And I'm like, "Well, yeah, CBD. It shouldn't get you high. Um, And then if you take it now, it gives you more than 6 hours, so you can take it again tonight. Like that shouldn't be no issue. And so she took it, and she tells me that she started feeling a little funny. And I was like, well, that must be the 20 to 1 kicking in. And so the THC definitely did affect her after not having anything in her system for so long or whatever since she was a kid or who knows how long. But so she went to the store with my dad, said she felt like she was in slow motion. She was nervous to take it last night, and then she didn't take any today. But we were still talking. She's done 2,000 steps around the house, gone up and down the stairs numerous times, carried boxes upstairs for my dad's dialysis. Just way more stuff than she can normally do. And so it's just crazy how much of an impact it has had in just the really 2 doses. It has made such a profound difference in her day-to-day life. And I started looking it up, and there wasn't a whole lot of information on it. That's why I want to make this video. I seen 2 main themes. One was VU or something like that, and then there was another guy, Jeff Waters. Most of his videos were over 5 years old, so I really hope that man's still alive. God bless him. Um, but he had shown his big bag of pills and inhalers and stuff that he was on, that he was able to get rid of and off of, switching to CBD. And in his story, he was talking about like how his inhaler, one of the side effects, gives him pneumonia or can cause pneumonia. And his doctor said, with your health right now, you're not going to be able to survive pneumonia if you get it again. And that's one of the side effects of the inhaler. So something you have to take every day has a chance to kill you. So it's like, what do you do? And this is at a time, the videos I started watching were like 9 years ago, before cannabis really became recreationalized and legalized all across. And he was in an illegal state, so he couldn't really talk about it, couldn't get it, had to move or do some stuff to get it legally. But he ended up being able to get himself completely off of all those pills and those inhalers and stuff like that. I think I seen another video later on where he's supposed to be like completely like cured his COPD, which that's probably too much to ask for or anything like that. But one thing that he said in his videos that really struck me is all the times he was going to the doctors getting some more medicine or getting help or anything like that, nothing was ever mentioned about quality of life. Never once did they mention that. And that one hit me hard. I was like, yeah, I want my mom to be around for a long time, but I also want her to have a quality of life for what she has here with her granddaughters that she has, and me, of course, and my 2 brothers, all of us. We want as much time with my mom and my dad as we can. So if we can make that better and longer, that's awesome. So I just wanted to share this. If you know anyone suffering with COPD, it's something worth looking into. CBD oil. Um, I don't know exactly which kind to get or anything like that. I went with the 20 to 1 because I don't want my mom getting high. I wanted it mainly CBD, but I did want a little bit of THC in there, just because I don't really trust it if it's not. You know what I mean? Because how are they getting it with no THC? If you grow a high CBD plant, I think it still has a minor amount of THC in it. So I don't know. I just want it natural. That's the main thing. I want her to feel better, do better, and it seems like it's really helping. So if this could help someone else out, please look into it.